Us again, Stephen Caliendo, a political science professor at North Central College. A lot of questions this morning. So Hillary Clinton again making that, or losing, I should say, last night.
Right.
It wasn't a big surprise, but what does it mean for her campaign with it being by such a big margin? Yeah,
I think that was the hope. The hope was to make it look like that her expectations were low, but if she could exceed those expectations, that would be helpful. She wasn't able to do that. So it's on to Nevada, it's on to South Carolina.
And why do you think that she wasn't able to pull it yesterday?
Well, I think, if you look at the number of young people that came out, when young people are coming out in big numbers, it certainly was the case in Iowa, it was the case last night as well, they're coming out for Bernie Sanders. And so the demographic that she tends to win is the older demographic, and I think you'll see more of that in South Carolina.
There's been a lot of Republican candidates and a pool of Republican candidates, and we haven't heard much from John Kasich. He came in second last night.
Yeah,
so what
big.
does that mean in terms of him moving up in the polls, in your opinion?
Yeah, it's important for him, although he's not going to have an easy time in South Carolina. I think he's already focusing his efforts on the Midwestern contests that are going to come after Super Tuesday, so I'm talking about like the second week of March. We need to start seeing some folks drop out, though. These debates, it's difficult to sort of get any traction. Chris Christie's going home, so it's possible that we might hear something from him in the near future. We're going to see in the next couple of weeks, as we move through some of these southern primaries, the candidates who are appealing to the Christian conservatives might start to peel off as well if they're not getting any traction.
All right, we'll have to keep following that. Now, how much weight does this one actually hold in the grand scheme of the entire race?
Not so much. I mean, it used to matter a lot, and it matters a little bit less now because of the kind of money that's coming in from super PACs and individual donors. So some folks that would finish far behind would have a hard time raising money after this. That will be the case today as well, but because they have a number of big-time donors that can give a lot of money, the Jeb Bushes of the world are going to be able to stay in even though they didn't finish very well.
I feel like we could talk about this all morning.
We could.
There's so much to talk about. Yeah.
Well, we got to get to the weather, though, right?
Stephen Caliendo, thank you so much for joining us this morning.